Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about something very glamorous indeed, verrucas. With all the kids being back in school now, you do get verrucas a lot. They're highly contagious. They're not dangerous or anything, but it's just not nice. And mostly you get it as a kid or a teenager. Anybody can get verrucas, but it's most common for kids and teenagers. Both my kids have had it. One had it quite severely, the other one had just a few. But this treatment I'm going to show you is so incredibly good for it. There are loads of conventional treatments for verrucas. You sort of burn it, you cut it out, you dig in and you pull it out. But what you don't do is you don't treat the root of the verrucas, why it comes up. So once you maybe digged out it or you burnt it, it can come back again. With this treatment, it does not come back. It's quite miraculous. I am using homeopathy for it. I'm not a homeopath myself, but I use homeopathy a lot, and I can say, especially with kids, it really works so well and so quickly. I find this verruca treatment, sometimes for older people it takes a little bit longer, but for kids it goes quite quickly. But do stick with it as well, because for some it goes really quickly, for others it takes a little bit longer, so stay with it. So I go into my homeopath and I ask them to make up a batch of Thuja. 30C is the strength I use. And I ask for the round pills, the ones that don't contain any lactose. They have the other ones sort of just off the shelf, but they contain a tiny, minute particle of lactose, and I try to stay away from that. So I ask them to do these loaves of round pills instead, and it takes a couple of minutes. I wait there and I get my prescription, and then I give my child, or whoever it is who has a verruca, one of these a day. You shouldn't have maybe eaten anything for 30 minutes, not brushed your teeth, no, nothing like that. And then you put it under your tongue and just suck it. And then wait another 30 minutes before you brush your teeth or put anything in your mouth. With kids, it doesn't really matter. I found it doesn't really matter if they eat, because the smaller they are, obviously, they want to eat, they want to brush their teeth, they want to do something. It doesn't really matter. But I find, I might be completely wrong in this, but I find that the older you get, the more sort of strict you need to be with homeopathy. And if the kids are really, really small, you just basically take 2 teaspoons, take this pill in between and just sort of mash it up, and then let them just lick the spoon. But that is for homeopathy, for anything. I mean, when they have verrucas, they can obviously walk most of the times. That's a good little trick if the kid is really, really young. Homeopathy works so well with young kids and babies, just amazing. I've used so many different things with the kids as they've been growing up, and homeopathy is, hand on heart, the most amazing thing. Now, apart from the pill, I also order Thuja Tincture, and this thing they normally have on the shelf, so they don't have to make it. So this you don't put in your mouth, you use it topically. So I wet a cotton bud, and then I put a bit of the tincture on, and then I just sort of dab it on the actual verruca. You can, if you want to, put a plaster on. I don't bother with that. I just let the child sort of air dry his foot, and then that's fine. You want to attack the verrucas from both sides, so the peel from the inside and the tincture from the outside, and then you just go in with full force on both sides, and the verruca will disappear, all of them, if you have loads. But don't give up. Sometimes it goes really quickly, sometimes it takes longer, 6 weeks, sometimes a little bit more. Don't give up, because you won't see the verruca after that. It will be gone and they won't come again. So I really highly recommend this treatment. So I live in London, so I'm lucky to have not one but several actually homeopathy chemists, where they can basically just blend everything that you want and give it to you. But I use Ainsworth, and they also deliver, I think they deliver all around the world. Obviously, I hope that you don't have any verrucas or that your children have any verrucas, but if they do and if you do, this is the best treatment, hands down. So I hope you like this video and that you will come back next week. I will have another video next week, and that's all about teeth. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you then. Thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe if you like this video. Take care and have a lovely, lovely week.